Salutations, friends. It is I, said Stevie, coming at you from the road, from the cab of my truck. Just left my house up in northern Washington. A little bit of a road trip today down to Portland, Oregon. Got some work to tie up down there. And then gonna be meeting up with the homie E&G and going out to dinner. So that's gonna be fun. But right before I left, my mail gal actually showed up early and dropped this bad boy off, and I want to get into it. So why don't we do that? Unboxing knife today is boom for Wharncliffe Wednesday, the Delica 4 20 CV Warnie, sporting the Lynch Northwest Mod 2 scale kit. Love this thing. I've shown it off a bunch already. Hasn't left my pocket since I did the scale swap and everything on it. Absolutely love it. Couple of complaints though. All the edges are really sharp. I need to go through with like some 1000 grit sandpaper and just knock down everything, just because nothing is chamfered really well. Everything's really sharp. So a little complaint in that department. Still breaking in too, by the way, but I do love this thing, and it is super slicey. Let's see here. This is my first knife from Vosteed. This is actually a knife that I handled prototype. I handled the prototype at Blade Show West when the homegirl Stella and her lovely wife Mary were working the Vosteed booth. They had, I think this was supposed to come out down there, but there was a hold up for some reason. But these just dropped last week, I believe, and I swooped up on one right away because I knew I was going to want one. Very nice packaging, I gotta say. Just a slide over cardboard box, but then this, yeah, this is nice. This is like a nice like padded tin. That inside here is a zipper pouch, and then I got a Vosteed patch, a card that tells for Vosteed support, some stickers even, and wiping cloth. So I gotta say, shout out to Vosteed for their packaging. I don't know if all their knives come like this or not. Like I said, this is my first one, but I'd say A+ in the packaging department. Not too shabby at all. And in here is the knife itself. This is the Valkyrie button lock, and I really dig this. So G10 on the handle scales. No filler tab, which I think is an odd decision to not have. I think this knife was $79. Then I think I had like a 5% discount code through Vosteed. But all said and done, it was under $80 for this. You got multiple ways to deploy. You got thumb studs, you got front flipper, and you have a traditional back flipper. Also the button lock. So let's give it a middle finger flick with the studs, see how that goes. Tink, you hear that? Boom. This comes in a couple of different blade shapes. I opted for the sheep's foot. Blade steel on this is, I don't know if my camera will pick it up, it's 154 cm on the blade steel. Very, I really like this thing. Flipper tab protrudes just a little bit when deployed, but you got a nice choil to choke up on. I don't have the specs pulled up in front of me, so my apologies about that. And the sun is coming out, so I'm getting some weird lighting here, which I also apologize for. But I gotta say, this is probably, just guessing on my hand size, this is at least a 4-inch handle on there, and I think it's probably right around a 3.5-inch or I'm sorry, probably 3.25, 3.3-ish blade. Uh, Nice knurling on the texturing on the button. Can you focus on that? It's not going to focus on that, but nice knurling on there. Let's see how the action is. Boom. Not bad, not bad. Feel it breaking in already. Back flipper, tink, no problem at all. Thumb stud, tink, no problem. Front flipper, tink, no problem. And yeah, it's already breaking in. I can already tell. The first drop wasn't as smooth, but this is definitely dropping. I bet if I loosen the pivot just slightly, actually, I can do that because I always keep a little cheap Torx driver set from Harbor Freight in my truck for knife maintenance. So I think all I need to do is just slightly adjust this pivot. Let's see, that's going to be a T8 on there. I'm going to loosen it just slightly. That's all I needed. Didn't change the centering, which it did come completely centered, by the way. And that's all it needed. Was just a little, probably needs a little bit of lubrication. See, that's not affecting the centering at all. I didn't create any blade play. And yeah, this knife is pretty wicked. I really enjoyed handling it at Blade Show West. Like I said, Stella was the boss of the Vosteed booth over there. Did a phenomenal job too, by the way. Running the booth. Great representative of Vosteed during the show. And they had both of the blade shapes there. I forget what the other blade shape is called. Similar-ish, but I really liked the way the sheep's foot on this looked. You see Vosteed on one side of the blade, and then just 154 cm, and then Valkyrie on the other side there. So minimalist badging. You do see the Vosteed logo on the deep carry loop over pocket clip, which again is reversible. No filler tab. That does bug me a little bit. I think you could throw in a filler tab there, but oh well, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, this knife is really dope. Nice acoustics to it. And yeah, I'm digging the front flipper. Can I do the cool guy little... every time I do that, I end up impaling myself. Giving myself some stigmata. I'm going to have to get used to the front flipper on it is... I'm going to have to get used to, for sure. But the back flipper is dialed in great. You can middle finger flick it, thumb stud. Multiple ways to deploy this thing. And then you can obviously just go from the button lock itself. I would say that this is, for under 80 bucks, 80 bucks or under, not bad. 154 cm on the blade steel. Good G10. It is G10, but it's not bad at all. This is something that I wouldn't actually mind sending over to, see, stigmata. It got me. But this isn't something I would mind sending over to old Billy Boy, Pro X 1840, and maybe getting some micarta scales on this. But yeah, this is dope. I'm digging it. Really digging it. So, did I mention that I dig it? I do got some Band-Aids in my backpack, but on the palm of your hand, I'm not going to wear a Band-Aid. That's just going to have to bleed until it stops bleeding. But, yeah. Spend a couple days with this, see really how I'm digging it, but I can say this is a winner. But I guess that's it. Maybe I should do a little pocket dump. Let's see here. Next to me, so it's also Wu-Tang Wednesday, sporting my Wu-Tang Zippo. I've had this thing forever. You can see the wear and tear on this. I've had this for a couple years. I think this came out in, well, it used to say, I think it says 2016 on the bottom. So I've had this for a long time. Definitely shows its wear and tear. I also have, courtesy Big Worm, Jeremy Spalding, he was my Secret Santa during a Knife Degenerates Secret Santa. And one of the things that he included was this dope Wu Eagle brass coin, as it were, that he made. Super dope. So I got that. He included a little leather pouch for it, little leather slip that I keep that in. And then I got my Wu Hank. This is from my homie Ari over at Shanks EDC. This is the very first Hank that I ever bought. Well before I was really into the world of Instagram or anything. I met Ari through, I forget which, a group on Facebook. And he's like, hey man, I make Hanks. And he hooked up this Wu-Tang Hank. So I've had this probably for like 3-ish years now. And yeah, it's really nice. It's got the Killer Bees on the back, microfiber Killer Bees on the back. His logo glow in the dark there. But yeah, shout out to my homie Ari over at Shanks EDC. He doesn't have a lot available anymore, but he also makes really dope stickers. Cool dude, awesome dude. But anywho, that's all I got. I guess no, I also have in pockets my carbon fiber Olight i3T EOS and my tactile turned side click. This is one of their special editions that has the Sasquatch on the pocket clip. Pretty dope. And then I'm not gonna spill all my pockets out. I got my wallet. I got some jank in my pocket too, even. But oh, and I have this Forest Hank. This is an old school Forest Hank, just a little one. This is my dedicated truck. I keep truck Hank. I keep this tucked in the handle of my seat, handle of my car door, and this is what I wipe my glasses down with and everything. So although this is not in pocket every day, this does get a lot of use. And this doesn't even have a Forest Hank's tag on it. This is well before Forrest was really going to town that I had gotten this from him. So yeah, anywho, I'm going to wrap up here and continue on down the road. I probably got about another hour and a half drive before I hit Oregon and meet with some customers for work. And then yeah, going out to dinner with the homie E and G. It's going to be a good time tonight. So, I guess that's all. Oh, one last thing. As of today is Wednesday, the 28th, by the way. It's noon, or 12:15 my time. Last night, Edgy American, our homie Shane Gables, broke 1,000 subs. So, that's awesome. Congratulations to Edgy American, for hitting the 1,000 sub mark. It wasn't that long ago that we were on one of my lives on New Year's Day trying to get him to 100 subs. He had just started the channel, and that's where I gave away I literally that day got in the Kube, the poor man's Arius. What is it? The Titius. Had just gotten that in that day, and I wanted to do a giveaway to try to get Shane to 100 subs, and got it in, unboxed it, looked at it, and was like, I'm giving this away. And that was not even a year ago. So congratulations to Shane for breaking 1,000 subs in 2022. That's awesome. I was just talking to him on the way down here. So anywho, shout out to Edgy American. And yeah, I think that's it. So until the next one, appreciate you mofos tuning in, and I bid you I gotta find my fob to turn off the video. Adeuces. Stop.